What's up, enthusiasts? It's your boy Rob, back with another video. Sorry guys I left you so long. It has been a trying month for myself. Wife has been off and on sick. I was sick part of the month, earlier in the month. But guys, I got some news on Flashpoint, Halo Flashpoint. And I'm excited about some things, not so excited about some other things. But all in all, it's a new game. I want to talk to you guys about it, and I think we're going to enjoy ourselves with the time that we will spend together. So guys, if you have gone over to the Halo Flashpoint website, you will see that they are really rolling this thing out. They've got a video with Andy kind of presenting the game to you guys. He gives you a quick layout of what's available. And then you can check out the rest of the website. They've got some great images like we knew they would have, painted up models. But taking a look at the website, we're going to see they're showing a few images of, I guess, how the game would play. It looks very reminiscent of Dead Zone with the cube movement, where you've got like these big spaces that you can move throughout, so you don't need a tape measure. Now, for newcomers to wargaming, I think that's going to be very accessible for them. That's going to make them feel a little more at ease. They're not breaking out a tape measure. And for veterans of the tabletop hobby, I think we can dial it down a bit and we can enjoy a game with that type of movement. And if you're already playing games like Dead Zone, then you're used to it already. Now, I am okay with that kind of movement. Not everything needs a tape measure. You guys, if you play Battlespace doesn't necessarily have a tape measure. It's got like a movement card, so just to make things a little more sleek. So the set, let's take a look at the sets. That's what I want. So we're going to just jump over. So Halo Flashpoint has two starter sets that you can choose from. They've got the Spartan edition and the Recon edition. The Recon edition is kind of like your bare bones edition. And even though I say bare bones, it's not necessarily bare bones. Bare bones would just be like some miniatures and some cards and a cheap like rule book. You're going to get the rule book. You're going to get the double-sided mat. You're going to get not a bunch of tokens, but you're going to get some tokens, dice, cards, obviously miniatures. You're basically getting 2 teams of 4. And you're getting your terrain, about 4 buildings and some scatter. So all really good stuff. And that's going to be about $60 or 60 euro. So whatever that is in American dollars, I'm thinking it's going to be about closer to $80. So I think that's actually a pretty good deal for what you're getting, especially with that being a double-sided mat. You can mix things up with the way the game plays, where you're moving through different cube squared spaces. You can pretty much use any terrain you really want. It doesn't really slow the game down. And then how the game works with terrain, I think if you're in a space that has terrain occupying it, you kind of just get cover. Your model doesn't necessarily have to be up against that piece of cover like in your traditional war game. Now, they also have the Spartan edition. The Spartan edition is going to be like the whole kit and caboodle. You're going to get just a ton of terrain. Looks like you're going to get, I don't want to say a ton of terrain. You're going to get maybe double the amount of terrain that comes in the Recon edition. But you're also going to get some markers, even more cards than you were getting before. I think you're going to only get one set of dice. That's probably more than one set of dice. I think that's maybe 2 sets of dice, or enough for 2 players. So that's good. You know, you always want a lot of dice. And one thing I do notice, guys, that it's the D8 game. I think Dead Zone's a D8 game as well. Can correct me if I'm wrong about that. The D8 is something that I'd like to see more of. You know, usually you got everyone loves D6. D6 is like the household name. And then most people just jump up to D10 and just totally disregard D8. But we got to start showing the D8 some more love. So I'm happy that this is going to be a D8 game, along with the custom dice that will come along in these starter sets. The website also shows us the $35 paint set. I say dollar. Guys, it's euro. Everything's euro. So if I keep saying dollar, forgive me for that. You know, you guys can do the conversion rate yourselves. But I don't see myself needing the paint set for $35. That can be left for people that really want to get into the hobby of just painting their models and stuff. I'm going to paint my models, but I'm going to use what I have. And I'm pretty sure that's probably just some bog standard like army painter when it comes down to it. But you can also get one player character token starter set, which is $12.50, and then you can get some additional dice for $15, which actually is pretty good because you're getting you're getting 68, two different colors, and then you are getting, I believe, 6 of the custom dice that you need to play the game. So guys, everything is looking really good with Halo Flashpoint so far. It's beautiful presentation. We already knew it was going to be. The models are bigger than I would have liked them to be. I think they're going to be 32 mil. Guys, you know me. You already know I'm scaling things down. I'm playing 20 mil is my scale of choice now. And I've got all my 28 mil stuff, but I really don't want to go any bigger. I rarely ever play with the 28 mil stuff unless it's kind of like we're having like a D&D night or something, which I haven't had one of those in a while. So it's really just 20 mil stuff. So guys, that's really going to be it as far as what's available for Flashpoint right now. They're touting this game as a easy to learn, beginner friendly game that has lots of tactics that are going to be involved with it. And it's got all these different cards and stuff like that to, again, just make the game more accessible for beginning players, or new players to the hobby. So, guys, Mantic Games, you guys are doing a good job. I think this game is going to have some legs underneath it. It's going to be around, hopefully, for, I hope we can get at least 4 years of expansions and everything for this game. You know, with video game IPs and movie IPs and stuff like that, you sometimes get, you get hit with, at least back in the day, you get hit with the starter set, maybe an expansion, and the next thing you know, you don't hear anything about the game again because, the IP is lost by the company producing it or what have you. So again, I hope we can get at least 4 years. 5 would be nice. 5, I think, is a bit of a stretch, but 4 years seems like it could definitely be doable. And then if these starter sets sell well, that just paves the way for more expansions in the near future. I know that they are totally they're totally bought in on this. Mantic Games is, because they could have not even given us terrain. They could have just given us the Spartans and said, okay, here's some cards, here's your rule book, go have fun, and totally disregard like the map and the terrain. But to actually put all of this stuff in one box, and even with the start of the basic recon edition, you're still getting terrain, you're still getting a map, you're getting a bunch of cards, you're getting the rule book and everything you need. I don't know if that rule book is hardback or not. It doesn't look like it's a hardback. It looks like it's a soft cover, but that's fine. And I think the edition that comes with the Spartan, or the Spartan edition, is also a soft cover book, which that's not a turn off to me at all. It is what it is. We all love nice hardback books, but that just means you got to pay a little extra for it. But for the type of game this is, catering to new players and veterans alike, I think that being a soft cover book is more than reasonable. And for those prices, honestly, if you're in Europe, you're paying in the euro. That €100 seems like a pretty reasonable price for what you're getting in that Spartan edition. So that's, if you like Halo, if you are a Halo fanboy, or you just like buying the shiny new thing, I say go all in, get that Spartan edition. So that way you've got more legs on your game. Your game's you're going to get more of a fuller experience, even if you start with just the 4 models to a side, and then you can kind of build on that. I think that'd be the way to go, especially until they start releasing these Spartan models individually. I'll leave it there. Guys, go grab you a copy of Halo Flashpoint. And if that's just not your cup of tea, and you're more of an ultra modern fan, you got to get a copy of Battlespace. The physical book will be releasing next month, toward the end of the month, end of next month. We get our physical books, and I'm so excited, guys. I'm waiting patiently, just like you guys are. And I can't wait to have my copy in my hands right when you get your copy, and we just all kind of crack it open. Guys, if you're not part of the Battlespace community group over on Facebook, head over there after this video. Go Join the group and interact with a bunch of amazing people there. So the question for the comments today: will you be getting the Spartan edition or the Recon edition, or will you not be getting anything at all? That's what I want to know down in the comments. Guys, remember to like, subscribe, check out all the links in the description of the video. See you when I see you.